When you retire, never give such things to your children. Imagine dedicating your entire life to raising and supporting your children, only to feel invisible and unappreciated when you reach your golden years. It's a reality that many parents silently endure, especially in a world where familial bonds are constantly tested by modern life's pressures. Today, we're sharing the story of Howard and Emily, a couple in their 70s who devoted everything to their two sons, hoping for love and gratitude in return. Instead, they found themselves questioning their choices and rethinking their priorities in retirement. Their journey isn't just a cautionary tale, but also a lesson in resilience, independence, and finding joy in the later years of life. If you enjoy the message of this video, show your love by liking it and commenting the number 2. If you think we could improve, leave a heart and comment the number 7. Your feedback means the world to us. And don't forget to subscribe to After 7 This 80 for more valuable insights on living your best life after 70. Now, let's dive into Howard and Emily's powerful story and discover the lessons they've learned. Howard's lesson: why financial independence matters in retirement. Howard and Emily are living proof that even the most well-meaning parents can face disappointment. For years, they worked tirelessly as civil servants, saving every penny to provide their two sons, David and Michael, with a solid foundation. From paying for college to covering wedding expenses and even helping them purchase homes, Howard and Emily gave without hesitation, believing their sacrifices would be repaid with love and care in their later years. But as Howard recalls, we realized too late that giving too much doesn't teach gratitude, it teaches dependence. Their sons, now living comfortable lives in major cities, rarely visit or call. One year, David came home for Christmas with a single pair of socks as a gift, only to leave with half the holiday groceries Howard and Emily had prepared. Michael, on the other hand, demanded money for his second car he didn't need, treating his parents more like an ATM than a family. The breaking point came when Emily was hospitalized for a routine surgery. Neither son came to visit. One claimed to be too busy with work, while the other conveniently fell ill. Howard, who later fractured his foot, faced the same cold indifference. "That's when we knew we couldn't rely on them for anything," Howard says. It was heartbreaking, but it was also liberating. This realization led Howard and Emily to make a bold decision. They stopped giving their sons money altogether and focused on securing their financial independence. With their combined pensions, they began traveling, enjoying hobbies, and preparing for a future that didn't rely on their children's involvement. They even started exploring retirement communities, valuing the professional care and social opportunities such places could offer. Their story is a powerful reminder for retirees. Your savings are your safety net. Never feel guilty for prioritizing your own well-being over your children's unnecessary demands. If you give too much, you may find yourself both emotionally and financially drained. Instead, ask yourself, what will bring me happiness and security in my later years? Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you agree with Howard and Emily's decision to prioritize themselves? Or do you think parents should always give unconditionally to their children, no matter the cost? Let us know in the comments below. And if you're enjoying this story, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to After 7080 for more empowering content like this. Emily's journey: finding freedom and joy in retirement. Emily's story is one of courage and rediscovery. After her husband Howard's passing, she spent years living alone, dedicating her days to her children and grandchildren. When her son Michael invited her to move in with him and his wife, she saw it as an opportunity to reconnect with family and combat loneliness. But what started as a gesture of love quickly turned into a situation she couldn't endure. At first, it seemed perfect, Emily recalls. Michael and his wife were welcoming, and I enjoyed helping with small tasks around the house. But over time, those small tasks grew. She found herself cooking every meal, cleaning the house, and caring for the children full-time. Any free moment she thought she would have in retirement was gone. "I felt like I was back in my 30s, but without the energy I had back then," she says. One evening, as she scrubbed the kitchen floors, Michael casually announced that he and his wife were going on a 4-day vacation, leaving her to manage the household and children alone. That moment was a turning point. Emily realized she had sacrificed her happiness and health for the comfort of others, and it was time to take back her life. She made a brave decision. She packed her bags and moved back to her hometown. It wasn't easy, but Emily knew she needed to prioritize herself. "I wanted to spend my retirement dancing, gardening, and reconnecting with old friends," she explains. "And that's exactly what I did." Back in her hometown, Emily found a vibrant community of retirees who shared her interests. She started attending dance classes, growing her own vegetables, and even adopted a small dog for companionship. For the first time in years, she felt truly fulfilled. "I realized I had given enough of my life to others. Retirement is my time to live," Emily reflects. Her story is a powerful reminder to retirees. Your happiness matters. While family is important, your life shouldn't revolve around meeting their expectations at the expense of your own dreams. Emily's journey shows us that it's never too late to reclaim your independence and live the life you've always wanted. What about you? If you were in Emily's shoes, would you have made the same decision? Or do you believe parents should always stay close to their children, no matter the cost? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Ellen's story, finding freedom after sacrifice. Ellen's journey is one of rediscovery and courage. At 62, a recent widow and retired school teacher, she decided to move in with her son Peter and his wife, believing it was the best way to stay connected with family and avoid the loneliness of retirement. At first, the arrangement seemed ideal. Her daughter-in-law welcomed her warmly, encouraging Ellen to enjoy her time, go for walks, and connect with other retirees in the community. But slowly the situation shifted. It started with small requests, a bit of help with the cooking and cleaning, occasional babysitting for their toddler. Before long, Ellen found herself doing almost everything: cooking meals, doing laundry, cleaning the house, and taking care of her grandchild full-time while Peter and his wife pursued their careers. What she had hoped would be a peaceful, fulfilling retirement turned into unpaid labor with no end in sight. The tipping point came when Peter casually announced that he and his wife were planning a 4-day vacation, leaving Ellen to handle everything at home. "They didn't even ask if I was okay with it," Ellen recalls. "That's when I realized I had to make a change. I had spent my entire life giving to others, first as a mother, then as a teacher. I deserved to live the life I had dreamed of." Ellen made a bold decision. She packed her bags and returned to her small hometown, leaving her son and his wife to manage their household on their own. Back in her familiar surroundings, Ellen began to reclaim her life. She joined a local dance group, planted a vegetable garden, and reconnected with old friends over tea. For the first time in decades, she felt free and truly happy. Her story carries a powerful message. Retirement should be about pursuing your own happiness, not becoming a servant to others' needs. Ellen's choice to prioritize herself was not selfish, it was necessary. "You can't pour from an empty cup," she says. "I've already done my part. It's their turn to stand on their own." Ellen's courage inspires us all to set boundaries and focus on living a fulfilling life. If you were in her position, would you make the same decision? Or do you think parents should always sacrifice for their children, no matter the circumstances? Share your perspective in the comments below. Practical tips for a fulfilling and independent retirement. Howard and Ellen's stories remind us of an important truth. Retirement is not just about stepping back from work. It's about stepping forward into a life that prioritizes your well-being, independence, and happiness. If you're approaching retirement or are already there, here are some practical tips to ensure your golden years are truly golden. First, protect your financial independence. Your savings and retirement funds are not just numbers in a bank account, they're your safety net. Resist the urge to give away large sums of money to your children unless it's truly necessary. Helping them out of love is fine, but overextending yourself financially can leave you vulnerable when unexpected expenses arise. Ask yourself, if I gave this money away, would I still feel secure and comfortable in my own life? Second, set healthy boundaries with your family. While it's natural to want to support your children, it's equally important to teach them independence. Be clear about what you can and cannot offer, and don't feel guilty for prioritizing your own needs. Remember, boundaries are not walls. They're bridges that help maintain healthy relationships. Third, create a retirement life that excites you. Retirement doesn't mean your life's purpose ends. It simply evolves. Explore hobbies you've always been curious about, join local clubs or groups, and spend time with people who bring you joy. Whether it's traveling, gardening, dancing, or learning a new skill, these activities can add a sense of purpose and fulfillment to your days. Finally, plan for the future realistically. Consider options like long-term care insurance or saving for a potential move to a retirement community. These choices can give you peace of mind, knowing you'll have access to professional care if you need it. And remember, staying socially active and maintaining a healthy lifestyle are just as important as financial planning. The more engaged and active you are, the better your overall well-being will be. Now it's your turn. What's your vision for retirement? Do you believe in holding on to your savings or sharing generously with your family? How do you plan to balance independence and connection with your loved ones? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts and ideas. If this video has inspired you to rethink your retirement plans, show your support by liking it and sharing it with others who might need these insights. Don't forget to subscribe to After 7080 for more stories, tips, and valuable lessons to help you make the most of your retirement journey. Here's to living boldly, happily, and unapologetically in the years ahead. Should you live with your children in retirement? As we age, one of the most difficult questions we face is whether to live with our children or maintain our independence. It's a choice that's deeply personal and often influenced by culture, circumstances, and expectations. But as we've seen through Ellen's story, moving in with family doesn't always lead to the peaceful retirement we envision. So, how do you make the right decision for yourself? Living with your children can seem appealing: companionship, shared memories, and the comfort of being surrounded by family. But it's important to ask yourself, will this arrangement allow me to enjoy my retirement, or will it add stress to my life? Many parents find that moving in with their children can blur boundaries, leading to feelings of being overburdened or unappreciated. Instead of a supportive environment, it can become a dynamic where parents take on more responsibilities than they should in their golden years. On the other hand, choosing to live independently gives you the freedom to create a life on your terms. You can pursue hobbies, travel, and build new social connections without feeling tied to anyone else's schedule or expectations. Independence doesn't mean isolation. It's about empowering yourself to live a life that reflects your values and desires. If you're considering living with your children, it's essential to set clear expectations from the start. Have an honest conversation about boundaries, responsibilities, and how your presence will impact the household. Ask yourself, are you moving in to enhance your relationship, or because you feel obligated? The answer to that question can help guide your decision. Ultimately, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. What matters most is finding a solution that allows you to thrive emotionally, physically, and financially. Remember, retirement is your time to focus on yourself. You've spent years taking care of others. Now it's your turn to prioritize your happiness. What's your take on this? Do you think parents should live with their children as they age, or is independence the better choice? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. If this topic resonates with you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to After 780 for more inspiring content. Together, let's explore the best ways to live a joyful, meaningful life after 70. Here's to making choices that truly reflect your happiness and freedom. Retirement is your time to thrive. The stories of Howard, Ellen, and countless others like them serve as a wake-up call to redefine what retirement truly means. This chapter of life is not about living in the shadows of your past responsibilities or sacrificing your well-being to meet the endless demands of others. Instead, it's a chance to reclaim your independence, rediscover your passions, and live unapologetically. Retirement is your reward for decades of hard work, and it's up to you to protect it. Whether it's holding on to your financial savings, setting boundaries with your family, or finding joy in hobbies and friendships, every decision should lead to one goal: your happiness. Life after 70 is not the end of the road. It's a new beginning filled with opportunities to explore, connect, and grow. If there's one thing to take away from these stories, it's this: your happiness and well-being are just as important now as they were in your younger years. Prioritizing yourself isn't selfish, it's essential. You've spent a lifetime giving to others. It's time to give back to yourself. Now let's hear from you. How do you plan to make the most of your retirement? Have Howard and Ellen's experiences inspired you to think differently about life after 70? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to learn from your journey and hear your wisdom. If you enjoyed this video, like it, share it with others, and subscribe to After 7080 for more inspiring stories and practical advice. Together, we can build a supportive community that celebrates life, freedom, and joy at every age. Here's to thriving, not just surviving, in your golden years. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.